everyone, and welcome to High Value Couponer. So I am kind of sad right now. This is a pretty sad time. This is it. This is the last time I'm going to be doing this, most likely, unless for some reason my path brings me back here again. I'm at my local community college, Zane State College, saying goodbye, kind of, to the last 4 years of my life. Yeah. And I thought I'd vlog it because this is something that so many people are probably going through right now. Seniors in high school, graduates in college. You've worked so hard for this that now you don't even get the chance to say goodbye. So at my local community college, Zane State College, just driving around, maybe walk around the outside a little bit, social distancing with a mask. I'm just here kind of to reminisce and say goodbye to something that really I cared about. So let me park and I'm going to just chit chat with you guys for a few minutes. So I have been a student at Zane State. I'm 19 now. I started here at 15 years old through College Credit Plus, which is a really great program Ohio has to allow high school students to take college classes and get college credit. So, which is really, really great. I got an associate's degree here for free because of that program, through the state program allowing high schoolers to do college classes. And I'm so thankful for that. Like, this school made that possible. They loved having College Credit Plus. They worked so hard for us to have College Credit Plus, and I'm eternally grateful for that experience. And a lot of you guys have said, why don't you talk about that? So, so that's what I did. Like, Ohio, you're able to take up to, I think it was 20 credits a year or 15 a semester, something like that. I don't remember the exacts. It's probably changed a little bit. But you have this certain amount you can do per semester. And I was able to take a full course load out here because they had this program called Reach that whatever class, you got one extra class, this college was like, okay, you've hit your hours through the state. We'll give you an extra class for free, just because you're doing this and being awesome by doing CCP. So this college worked so well with me to be able to do that. And I just am eternally grateful. So I spent 2 years out here doing that. I graduated with an associate's in accounting. So they have this amazing 4-year program with a lot of other universities that you can do a ton of your transfer credits here. So in addition to your associates, all that stuff transferred, I was able to take a huge portion, like at least half of my classes out here. And it was like, oh my gosh, a fourth of the price, like literally. And just this environment, this small class environment that I loved out at this college. And the rest of I did my university, all those classes were online. So I was still able to come out here and have that experience. And I'm so thankful for that. And I've been here for 4 years, started at 15 years old. This is where I really grew up, coming out here. And I've met some amazing people. I've worked in some amazing groups. You bond in these classes. There's people, my 2-year program especially, that I had every single class with, and you get to know these people. And the last 2 years I've been here for transfers, it's kind of been not so much because we're all in different programs, but still you get the experience, and I loved the experience, and I knew it was going to end, but I didn't know it was going to end like this. It ended like 3 months earlier when this whole virus came out. We were leaving for spring break. The teacher said, hey, we'll see you in a couple weeks. We'll see you next week. It was a week break, and the college shut down, and it was it. Never reopened. They had hoped we could come back for finals with the way things are. That did not happen, and it just sucks. So it's the end of an era. So I'm here to kind of say goodbye. It's busy, so I don't really want to come into contact with people. People are just walking. It's a really nice walking place. I just want to go reminisce, walk through some of the college. I got my mask. Outside safe anyway. Some people say you don't even need a mask, but I'm going to wear one anyway. I'm just going to reminisce because I want to say goodbye to my college, and I'll try to show you guys some stuff too. But if one thing to say, if anybody from this college ever was watching, just thank you for how welcome you made me feel. Thank you for how hard you cared, how much you cared about your students, how hard you worked to help your students, just the resources this place offered. And I just can never be grateful enough to what this college has done in my life. So it's the end of an era, but I'm going to just walk around, say goodbye to the college, and that's what we're going to do. This feels so weird, but we're going to do it anyway. No one else has one on, but why not, right? So just, yeah, this is just crazy. you know how many times I've walked in this place? Like, it just doesn't seem real. This is it, but this is it. So now I'm gonna film. There's a lot of people coming around, so I'm gonna stay out of everybody's way. But now we're gonna go see Health Science Hall. Okay, so I did not have very many classes here. This was pretty much just my one writing class, but I don't know, I remember coming here. They used to have a bench. It looks like they packed all that stuff up because they don't want people sitting out here anymore. But I definitely have sat out on this bench so many times. Yeah. So we're gonna walk. Okay, we're gonna come up to College Hall, which this is a building. I did have a lot of classes. And this is where you would do any academic advising kind of thing, was at College Hall. So, okay, so this is College Hall, and College Hall, this is where you do any advising, any financial aid stuff, anything like that. I would come in here. I came countless times coming in College Hall for like meetings, to schedule classes. When I signed up for this college, I came to College Hall. This is where you came for anything to do with that, was College Hall. So, yeah, just wish I could walk through here one more time. I just want to walk through the college. So now I'm coming up to the campus center, and campus center was the place. Like, this is where I was for all 4 years. Business majors spent all their time in there. So definitely I was in here for 4 years. That's the building. And this is also where like our cafeteria was and our bookstore. So those are definitely places I went all the time. So I said goodbye to this building a while ago. I don't know, I'm so emotionally attached. I get attached to buildings and stuff like you wouldn't think. I used to, even in the freezing cold, this last semester, I would walk from here all the way over to there. And it doesn't seem that far, but it was when you had a huge backpack on you. They had to, obviously the buildings are closed, they even padlocked them. This is just surreal. So this, like I said, this is the building where all of my classes were. I remember one time we had a BPA competition, Business Professionals of America, and I did that here. Big competition with some other, I think one other college. I'm just always scared someone's gonna come get me, but there's no one here. So, but I remember coming here and doing that, and it's just, yeah, so. Just my old stomping grounds. So always, like right here, this is the door. Okay, the main entrance is down there, but we all knew the shortcut that got us in buildings a lot quicker. Instead of going through there, you had to go upstairs and all that. We'd all cut through this door. That got us where we needed to go a lot quicker. They got the benches. No, they cut the benches out, but I'd always come, because I didn't have my license for a while. So we'd always come and I'd sit right out there on that bench. This building is definitely where most of the memories are for me. Because this is where it always is set up, like if your program's in here, most of your classes, like business people, this is where you're at. So you got used to it. And yeah. I went through these doors so many times. Okay, so when we graduated, we had our so our teachers threw us a grad party in this pavilion place, which I'm going to show you in just a second. I know I probably shouldn't be having my mask, but yeah, I'll show it to you guys. Right here, they threw us a big like potluck. They gave us these Padfolios gift, custom with our initials. So much fun. I remember that so well. That was so much fun. If I can say one thing to sum up, there's other people walking too, so if I could say one thing to sum up this whole experience, it wasn't easy. I'd be lying if I said it was easy. College is not easy. It was worth it. And if anybody's watching this and you're heading into college, don't take it for granted. There's many times I was like, oh my gosh, I just can't wait to graduate and can't wait for this to be over. But then now that it's over, it sucks. Like, it's sad. I don't deal well with change. So all those times you were studying, you were working on a project or whatever, and you were like, I just want to be done. Just try to live in the moment and enjoy the moment, because the moments go by and they end so incredibly fast. So that's my advice. Words of wisdom. I do think that I'll come back out here to, to work out, because it is a really good workout place. The trails and stuff are good, but it won't be the same. This takes me back though, the long stretch between classes when you were in separate buildings. My first semester, I was going at College Hall, which I showed you guys, to the Advanced Science Technology Center, which I'll show you at the end. That's across the street. It's across the street. And, this is hard to mask on. And we had 10 minutes to get there. And this is how appreciative I am. My family got me through this, too, is that my mom would come and would drive me across the street. She would drive me across the street to get to that building, because I could not have walked it in 10 minutes. It's a busy street you have to cross. There's no way, but they made it so that I could do it. So I'm forever appreciative of that. So thank you to my parents for that. Another memory of me at college, which this is not college related, but this is where you can come and practice your maneuverability. So in Ohio, you have to pass this maneuverability test where you can drive through these cones and back out through them without knocking down a single cone. So I spent a lot of time here practicing that. Okay, so tour on this side of campus, this is the main side of campus, is over. I am gonna drive over across the street to Aztec, which is Advanced Science Technology Center. It's a brand new building they built. Basically what it says, science, technology, and they have math over there. I took a couple classes there. My first college class was in Aztec. I took a prereq algebra over there, where I took a prerequisite beginning algebra, first class, fresh into it. I actually went to online charter school up until that, so it was my first in-person class. And I'm thankful for the online school experience, because high school and college are no way the same. So I'm glad I did online with high school. But with college, this is my first one, and I loved it. Like, I loved it. It was so cool. And then after that, I took algebra trig. I took that here. And don't run a stop sign even though there's nobody here. Took algebra trig. And that was a cool class. That was awful. I hated that class, actually. But I took it, and then this is the last, it's fitting, my final class at Zane State was Earth Science in Aztec. So let me show you guys Aztec. Where is Aztec? And I'll go straight through and show it to y'all. Funny, I got another funny story all about this building. When we get to it, I'll show you guys, because a lot of new beginnings happened at this college. So, yes. So this is the building. I don't want to linger around here because there's literally nobody here, and I don't want anybody to think I'm like breaking in or something. Okay, so, I also took a orientation here for my college. So like, yeah, you go up in there. I went up in there, walked up those big steps. All my classes were always on that second floor. Yeah, and so let me give you a funny story. So when I was starting to drive, my mom took me up here. She was like, okay, we're gonna teach you how to drive. We're gonna practice here. Because it's not gonna be, we went during school hours. So we go up here, up this hill or whatever. And, okay, this is all one way. But this road is a two-way because it goes to the animal shelter, and people coming out of the animal shelter go down here, and people can come down to go to the animal shelter. So it's a lot of stuff going on. When I first started driving, I sucked at making like sharp turns. So when I came and whipped up to this pole, forgot to put the car on brake. We hurried the car on brake, and somebody was coming right down. So that was like a near-death experience, but it was a first. and hopefully it'll last for me at this college. So yeah, I just love this. It's just these memories, just the memories here, and just to come back and reminisce on the good old days and while I was in school. So that's it. I'm done at ZSC forever with college. I mean, I don't know, something to bring me back here. Maybe my own kids, when they go to school. If you're a local, I'd recommend this place to anybody. I really, really would. This is a wonderful place to go to college. It's a wonderful place to get an education. It's just a great place. I have zero regrets. It really was the happiest time of my life. One of the happiest times of my life getting to come out here. I loved every minute of it. I really, really did. So I'm done. I hope you guys enjoyed doing this with me. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. So that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching.